Look at things, ladies and gentlemen. So morning. Let's get to it. It's your coach out of Power and Assets. Let's lock and load, ladies and gentlemen. This is no educational. This is all educational purposes only for the financial advice. We're gonna be looking at the Mag 7 first, and then we look at a few other stocks. Let's get it. All right, drop a world emoji, hit the subscribe button, turn on notification. Let's get it. All right, rock and roll. All right, let's get it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, drop some tickets in the comment, drop some tickets in the chat. Let's get it. Drop some tickets in the chat. Drop some tickers in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys are ready to rock and roll, drop some tickers in the chat. We'll chart those as well. Let's get to it. All right, let's get to it, ladies and gentlemen. Drop some tickers in the chat. Drop a world emoji, ladies and gentlemen. Let you know you guys are ready. Let's get it. Looking for a few more world emojis. Let's go. Let's get it. If you guys been following me for a while, what do you guys think is the big advantage of being inside my group and my community? What do you guys think? You guys think that is beautiful to have it? Let's get it. All right, so let's rock and roll. All right. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, seize the moment, right? Every moment is a beautiful moment, ladies and gentlemen. Morning millionaires, I like it. Morning millionaires, let's get it. All right. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we got some viewers, we got some spectators. I appreciate you guys and tuning in. Let's get right to it. First thing first is Apple. We want to be able to look at Apple on a monthly time frame. And one thing that I noticed about the Mag 7, they moved the market. I gave you guys an analogy. Hopefully you guys watched the last video that I posted. But just pretty much looking at Apple, Apple looks pretty good. Apple looks pretty good. We did have a springboard. Everything pretty much went bullish, 245. We tapped out at 272.32 this week. On the monthly time frame, that was pretty decent. The weekly time frame, we did go two up. So that was pretty much an awesome way to actually see how Apple continue to keep on rallying. We do have broader formations. We do have a form of resistance that we hit. We need to break through that resistance. We want to continue that trend to the upside. Now, on my 3-day time frame, we still look pretty bullish. We got a 2-2 continuation. If I drop it down to the daily time frame, it looks pretty good as well. We have a 2-2 continuation as well. Now, when it comes to multiple angles in the market, I'm looking for any catalyst that can push the stock up, any catalyst that can put the stock down. So that's what it's all about to me. Being able to see it in real time. If I'm able to see it in real time, I'm able to take full advantage of it. And if I can take full advantage of that, puts me at an advantage. So that's the things that I want to see as I move forward as a trader. All right. Now, as an investor, things look a little bit different. It looks really bullish right now, so people should be making money on investment in. But on a 6-hour time frame, Apple looks pretty good. So from Wednesday and on to Friday, we had nothing but a bullish trend. We went from 257. On Thursday, we tapped out around like 269, and then we opened up pretty much 272.30 on Friday, and we continue that trend to the upside. Now, one thing I do have, I'm looking at candlesticks, and I'm looking at the volume that's coming in on each candlestick. So it gives me an opportunity and a glimpse into how market makers are feeling, how retail investors are feeling. So pretty much almost 600 million here. We pretty much had $3 million here on this candlestick. So that lets me know they are bullish, especially if the candlestick is bullish. If it was red, it'll let me know the same thing to the downside. So I know the short ticker, and then I'll align that with multiple things that I like to do. All right. Next one is NVIDIA. Wow. What can we say about NVIDIA, ladies and gentlemen? Quarterly time frame, NVIDIA looks pretty awesome. We did go two up. To go two up, it was around 198. But we did fall to the wayside around 164. We did make a decent move to the upside, so pretty much over $25 move to the upside. Monthly time frame, it looks pretty stellar as well. We did go two up, and once we went two up, it's 189.27. And we did went two up again at 197. So we still got a continuation to the upside, 212.17, 212.19 will be our ultimate target. We'll push it back to all-time highs on NVIDIA. Weekly time frame on the video, 2-2 continuation. I like this. This is in the strat world. We did break outside of this broader formation, but that's pretty awesome to be able to see that we broke above some levels of resistance. So I like how that's looking. So pretty much, ladies and gentlemen, we still have bullish news on things pan out in the Middle East, Northern Africa. And then other parts of the world with geopolitical events come on, the market continue to keep on rallying. But we do get some form of rejection. If we do get that rejection to the downside, we'll be able to trade in, we'll be able to pivot as well. Everything in the market, you want to be a trader, you want to be willing to pivot, right? And a lot of traders not willing to pivot because they have ego and with stern. And sometimes it can cost you a bona fide trade, it costs you a quality trade. So I'm going to pull up a trade idea after we do Mag 7s because I want everybody to understand that this idea was on the table. And I know that I gave it out to my group and many other groups online. So next time trade ideas like this come along, you want to be able to take full advantage of them. Got it, ladies and gentlemen? All right, so let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so first thing first, the video is looking pretty bullish as well on a weekly, daily time frame. It looks like we got a two up. We do have a massive continuation to the upside, a massive continuation. We did break my barter formations, and we're still looking really solid. 6 hour time frame to me speak volume. We're still bullish on the 6 hour time frame, so I like that. It gave me an opportunity, told me to buy calls and let me know we had an opportunity to continue to keep on rallying to the upside, so we took full advantage of that. Now, when it comes to Microsoft, ladies and gentlemen, like I told you guys, Pablo, right, that played for the Magic, very stern, very powerful. Microsoft, very stern, very powerful. It's going to be around for the foreseeable future. We want to take full advantage of that as well. So just looking at Microsoft, Microsoft looks pretty awesome on the 3 month now. We did go down here. We did found some support. It was getting smoked 355.67. We did bounce off those lows. Now we're currently sitting at 422. So we had a massive run up. And if you guys believe in the Fibonacci retracement sequences, you guys had an opportunity to be able to trade it. So we did break above the 50% of 409, and then now we're looking at 439, 461, 489 to the upside. So just looking at the Fibonacci sequences, we have an opportunity to continue to keep on trading. All right, monthly time frame. They look pretty awesome as well on the monthly time frame. We did go two up around 412, and then we can continue to keep on accelerating. So just looking at that, banks came in, bulls came in, looking at an opportunity to be able to go back and cover these levels, previous levels of resistance. Now, the weekly time frame is what stands out to me the most. All the bullish news came up. We came out. We went two up above pretty much this doji. We pretty much went two up at 384, and from 384 we continue this rally all the way up to the upside. So things are clicking for Microsoft now. Like I said, as a quality company, especially if you're buying it long term, you have an opportunity to continue to keep on making money off it as well. Daily time frame, we just had a nice runaway. So this is pretty awesome being able to see the nice runaway. So I like things like that. All right. I like it. I like it. I like it. I like it. Now, I try to explain to people when it comes to Microsoft. We're gonna put on a 6 month time frame so you can see what I see. 6 month time frame, we got a nasty hammer, right? So just let me know there was bullish implication all along. We went down how we found these lows, and it pretty much we came back. If we go two up on Microsoft, that put us back to all-time highs, but we got to be a little bit patient with that. So we still have geopolitical events, things not ironed out the way we wanted to, but it's just part of the game. But if you put it on the 4 month time frame, I like to see the same setup that I see. We do have a hammer that's in four, so please be patient with those. All right. Now, Meta. All right, like I explained to you guys earlier, right? Mag 7 is going to move the market. You don't have to trade Mag 7 all the time, but it's just a window into seeing what's going on in the market. All right, quarterly time frame, pretty much we went down here. This is in the month of January. We found some support for pretty much 520. We accelerated all the way back up pretty much to 691 Friday. So pretty much we haven't went two up yet. Two up is 741. That's on the quarterly time frame, but the monthly time frame we did go two up. We did break above 675, and that's pretty stellar for Microsoft. I like Meta. Like I told you, it's with Wembanyama that played for the Spurs. It just has a large upside, large potential. The window is looking very, very spectacular on that. Now, if you break it down to the weekly time frame, we do have a 2-2 continuation on the weekly time frame. So 3 weeks in a row we've been going up. So this is the ultimate cheat code. Looking at longevity loans, they went in and continue to keep on buying. So that pretty much looks solid. All right, the daily time frame looks solid as well. We still had a nice penetration to the upside. Like I like when we have the bulls that come in and they keep buying and keep buying, they keep buying, and you look at the overall picture. So we did come from the bottom of 520. We pretty much went up $160, $60, $70. And then we still have an opportunity to continue to keep on rallying. 6 hour time frame, we are inside. So this is what I'm looking at as the market opens Monday. I'm trying to see if we're going to go two up. I'm trying to see if we're going to come down and go two down. Doesn't really even matter which way we go. We got to be prepared as traders. We have biased opinions, but my thing, we have to allow the counters to dictate which direction that they go in. Now, The main trade of the week, last week, we did some zero DTEs. We did make 12,000%. That's what the trade went to. We was able to catch pretty much almost 4,000% on those trades. So the Bravo, and then on Friday we was able to get 1,000% once again. We just have to be in the moment, ladies and gentlemen, when these tickers will start clicking. So if you look at Tesla, everything is clicking for Tesla. Pretty much we have earners, pretty much earners on the 26th. So I try to explain to people, pay close attention to the trend. Right? Tesla on the quarterly time frame, we do have a hammer that's in force. And once we go to up 411, once we break above that, not 411, once we go above this hammer for the quarterly, I feel real comfortable. On a weekly time frame, it's stellar. We pretty much had a 2 up on a weekly time frame, and she is rocking and rolling. We did find some support around 337. Once we went 2 up around 367, we completely exploded to the upside. We hit 409. 28 Friday. So that was a stellar move on that point. Now, but if you look to the left, remember, if you look to the left, it's going to give you previous resistance, it's going to give you previous support. If you look to the left, we pretty much been to this target and this trajectory before 344.77. We bounced and we pretty much went up here and created some all-time highs. So I like how Tesla is looking as we move forward as traders. We just got to be patient, and Tesla could be another phenomenal trade leading into this week. Daily time frame. Tesla rocketed away, went up $11.72. But pretty much it have a two continuation to the upside. We did close out with a doji. That's okay. We still sitting a little bit below the Blarden formation, so we'll see what happens as we move forward. But just looking at target, we got previously quarter 50% is 405, 24. So we'll see how that actually pan out as we move forward. All right, so I got some few other tickets that I want to look at that did a phenomenal job for us. Mara, NARA. So this is pretty much another 700 to 800% trade for us. Contracts are pretty cheap, less than $30 a contract, and it rocked away. But this on a quarterly time frame. I like to pull everything on a quarterly so we can get a bigger picture. The quarterly time frame don't look too great, but it don't look too bad either, because we did go 2 up around 1169. We hit 12 to 12, which was a phenomenal move for us, because we took the 1050 contracts and they extended to the upside. So on a monthly time frame, we did go 2 up once again, 1005. That's what I like about this trade. It was pretty awesome. We are below our broader formation, so we need to break above that. So this let me know that it was a reversal that came in. If they ain't shorted it all the way to the downside, they found some support, and then we pushed up from there. Now, the weekly time frame is what makes more sense to me. We did go 2 up at $10, and we accelerated all the way to the upside. So we're looking to actually get back above the broad formations, and that'd be pretty awesome. But we need crypto bills to actually come in and give us the catalyst to push it up to the upside. All right, daily time frame. Daily time frame looks pretty good. We did go 2 continuation to the upside. We started making a move around 8 per second. We did find some lows around 8 per second. You can see that we bounced off the broad formation on 8 per second, pretty much around 750. From 750, we completely went all the way up to 1212. So pretty much the election of that crypto has been running. Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Riot, things that actually mine Bitcoin and things like that, and Mara and GBTC and things like that. So this was just a fire setup. Now, and the way that we caught this setup, ladies and gentlemen, is pretty simple. I was looking at big money. I seen that the big money came in. As the big money came in, I'll show you guys how we was able to anticipate the big money. All right. All right, so big money came in. Pretty much once I see a $3 million threshold or any candlestick, no matter what time frame is on, I know that it's big money. Either it's going to be bullish or either it's going to be bearish, and I want to take full advantage of that. So I seen the threshold $3 million. Once that $3 million came in, I know that there's a lot of pushing going on in the market. So I want to take full advantage of the pushing in the market. So that's when we seen Mara continue to keep exploding. It was wow, a lot of money was coming in on that, right? And then guess what? Flow was just coming in left and left and right, left and right. So I was able to take full advantage of that. Now, 90-minute time frame, we've seen that we had a rejection off the broad formation of 1212. This was Friday at 11:30. Once we came below this shoe, we completely dropped from 1212 all the way down to 11:45. So that was a decent put contract. We could have traded to the downside. So now we're looking at the market to see if we can keep on pushing to the downside. We shall see. We'll see how crypto hold up today. We'll see how crypto hold up leading to next week. All right, AMD. I know a lot of people like to trade AMD, but if you look on the quarterly time frame, AMD hit 8105. That was just a fire opportunity here to trade AMD. Now, what I'm going to do is show you guys how I look at AMD a little bit different from everybody else. So my thing is I have something that gives me a score, right? And lets me know what is the score, right? So we're gonna look at Amazon, right, on the score scale. We're gonna take it out to the quarterly time frame on the score scale. Monthly time frame, quarterly time frame looks pretty good. We did go two up at 250, and we did get some form of rejection. We hit 256.18. We did pull back a little, but on a quarterly time frame, they got a bull score of 4 out of 5. It lets me know we could have traded 0 DT each Friday. The market is closed. 67.9 is the ATR. We had a fire squeeze. So it let me know that, hey, the bulls is coming in. They're squeezing this stock. They want to be able to continue to see if they can hit all-time highs on that. We did have MACD 15-minute was bullish. VWAP we was above, which is bullish. 15-minute time frame was bullish. 90-minute time frame was neutral. 6-hour time frame buyers was bullish, and then the daily time frame was bullish. So this was an opportunity to see that we continue to keep on rallying to the upside. So since 2023, we continue to keep on rallying. Monthly time frame looks pretty awesome as well. I like to call this an opportunity, right? Downtrend reversals, I like them. We had a 2-1. We went inside once we came above 220. We completely accelerated. Our target would have been what, 246? And then our next target would have been 258.93. So we had an opportunity to take full advantage of those. Now, looking at the market in hindsight, I know a lot of people say, oh, woulda, coulda, did it, but we really be in these trades. We just have to take our time and be able to say, you know what? This is the capital that I want to put on the line. This is the percentage that I'm willing to lose. I got to continue to keep on repeating. And then you get those Marlins, you get those Mahis, and you get those tuna trade where it just be phenomenal. You just hit it out the park. So this is why I look at it. So weekly time frame, two to continuation. Wow. So when you look at Amazon, ladies and gentlemen, we did some form of consolidation. I say, hey, there's an opportunity here. So a lot of consolidation here. We did go two up, and once we went two up on a weekly time frame, 213, we accelerated. First target was 220, and then we started knocking out all of these levels. So a lot of consolidation. Keep your eyes on the consolidation on the Meg 7, ladies and gentlemen. Either we're going to break bullish or we're going to break bearish. Drop a word emoji if you guys are still on the live. Drop a word emoji in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. If you guys want me to drop the link to the WAP, I want you to comment WAP inside the chat. All right, let's do it. Now, daily time frame, we do have a two to continuation. Like I said, we came outside of this consolidation zone. So what I try to explain to people, when you guys see major consolidation on the Meg 7, we have some resistance, we have support. So we pretty much had a double bottom here. And once we came above this resistance, we know that all lights was out. We created another level of resistance, so we know all lights is out. So if we can break above Friday low, we'll have an opportunity to be able to trade the market as we move forward, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I like about the article, right? It's just a beautiful opportunity to trade it. It is giving it a bull score of 3 out of 5 on the daily time frame. It gave us an opportunity to trade 0 DT each Friday, and then we had a fireball sweep. So drop a world emoji if you guys are still tuning in. If you guys want to be able to join the group, drop WAP inside the chat. Drop pin the thing for WAP so you guys can actually lock in, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure you guys hit the notification, and let's continue to keep on building. All right. So now, other trade ideas that I liked it, right? So I'm gonna pull up my list so you guys can understand what's really going on. I had an April Fool list. I gave it out to the group. I said, hey, these are the tickets that I want you guys to watch for this week. And to be quite frankly honest with you, a lot of people they did, right? And a lot of people did take full advantage of them. I don't know if people stayed in the trades. I don't know if people exit those positions, but AT&T, I gave this out already on the list. Like I try to explain to people, I'm always trying to be ahead of the game, ahead of the ball curve, because I kind of see things before people see them, because I'm a realistic, right? We got a 2-3-1. Sometimes I'm not really wrong. I'm just too early. So we got a 2-3-1. We got a hammer. We pretty much need to go two up. We can do that. I think we can hit all time highs again. Monthly time frame, a little bit of drag. Weekly time frame is pretty interesting to me. We came down. We found some support pretty much around 24.95, 24.97. And then let's see if we can accelerate. Now they do have earnest. So this can be a catalyst, but I need for it to break above 27. If it break above 27, it gives me an opportunity to continue to keep on trading into the upside and see if we can knock out these highs. But in the midst of looking at, we got some resistance, we got some support. We pretty much got a cup and handle. So this is a lot of consolidation, ladies and gentlemen. So we look for us to break outside of this zone, either to the upside or back to the downside. But we do have a catalyst this week, which would be earnings. I do like the $27 call, so that's what I'm gonna be looking forward to, trading 100, 200 contracts on that, see if I can make some money as we move forward. All right, daily time frame look pretty good on the daily time frame. We got a downtrend reversal, but we had a 2-2 continuation, which was bullish or bearish. And then when bulls came in, they pushed it up. A lot of buy-in. Now we do have a bull score of 1 out of 5 and a bearish score of 2 out of 5, because it's still mimicking a downfall from our level of resistance, and we did hit a level of support. We got here, we broke through that support, we created another support. We did bounce off, and then we did push up $1. and some change from the low. So this was an opportunity for us to take full advantage of this, ladies and gentlemen. That was an opportunity. All right. So AT&T is on the list. You know, John Smith traded. He have it on his list as well, especially with his reversal indicator. So check that out, ladies and gentlemen. You guys have an opportunity to be able to use those tools as well. Now, also on my list is SoFi. I don't think people really understand how SoFi pays. You don't need to get all the way out of money on SoFi. You need to get close to the money after the money works pretty well. So this is how SoFi looks on the quarterly time frame. We did come down. We found some support. We got about 1486, and we've been accelerating. Now, just looking at the Fibonacci retracement sequence, you have an opportunity here to trade is 50% all the way back to $20 and some change. So I want to be at understand that 2085 is going to be my target moving forward on SoFi. But once I start dropping SoFi on a smaller time frame, I start understanding that we got a 223. This is a bullish tree. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, bullish and bearish tree looks totally different, and they do totally two different things. So on the bullish tree, we took out the low, and then we took out the high. Now we want to see if we can accelerate to the upside. Now, weekly time frame. Wow, we did go two up, 1775, $20 contract, which we got in. $20 contract went to 2013, so that was pretty much a decent backdrop. Daily time frame, 2-2 continuation, ladies and gentlemen. We're looking pretty strong. We're looking pretty stellar. All right. Palantir, we know this is the future. I know a lot of people don't understand that what's going on with the guy. We understand there's a lot of things in the news surrounding him, but I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I can still see them continue to keep on rallying. If you put this on a 6-month time frame, you can clearly see if we got another space and opportunity back to 200 and $7.52. I still think that we can get there, but it's going to take some time. But the quarterly time frame is letting you know it's a little bit stale state. It's stuck. Not a lot of buying coming in. But if you start dropping to the monthly time frame, you can clearly see that people start to come in trying to buy it. Weekly time frame, you can see that we currently got an inside, so we're looking to be able to continue to keep on rallying. But I want to be able to look at it on a daily time frame and see that we're turning the tide. So pretty much these 150s pretty much paid. So there was an opportunity, the 150s, to be able to take full advantage of. So we pretty much had a downtrend reversal. Pretty much came above this hammer, which is the actual signal, which is pretty much 130. And from 130, we've been rallying all the way up to all of these targets, ladies and gentlemen. So that was just a decent stop. If you guys are still on the live, drop a word emoji in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Drop a word emoji in the chat. Drop the word WAP if you guys are trying to join the WAP. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. So on this list as well, I try to explain to people I gave out a phenomenal list. Hopefully people take full advantage of the phenomenal list and continue to keep on building from there, right? So I see Carnival Cruise, please, ladies and gentlemen, CCL. It's major investment. And I know that a lot of people are not traveling with geopolitical events, but you got to understand that just because you're not traveling, that don't mean the rest of the world don't want to travel at all, right? So life doesn't stop because you feel like life is stagnant for you. We got a 331. We currently inside. Like I said, Carnival Cruise can go 2 up. And once we go 2 up, they put it back to $33 and pretty much 75 cents. So we have an opportunity. I will tell you guys this, buy-in price was $17.05. That was a pretty great price. Back here in 2022, it was $6 and some change. I still think that Carnival Cruise got an opportunity to go back to the pandemic levels before pandemic. I think that's when the world opens up, when geopolitical things die down, and we have an opportunity to continue to keep on building from there. Now, looking at this on a monthly time frame, it looks pretty stellar as well. We pretty much went down and went 2 up. And we did fall back a little because we did hit $30.16. We did fall back a little, but the weekly time frame was pretty awesome. We had a 2-2 continuation on a weekly time frame. We are forming something that's very important for us to understand. We got some support, we got some resistance. So we'll see if we come up here and we consolidate, or we break back up to resistance. So that's something that I'm look forward to on Carnival Cruise. So me giving out that list is just to put people in position to be able to understand that these are the tickers that I'm looking at, and these are the tickers that I want to pay close attention to. All right. I do have another list that I want to look at, backdrop mark, right? So when I'm looking at lists, I want you guys to understand this. I'm looking at things that make sense, right? So this is on a quarterly time frame. I know a lot of people say, oh, I don't want to trade this. But just looking at things that make sense, daily time frame, understand that we did come out September. And when I'm looking at things like that, we have a drawdown. I'm automatically looking at my Fibonacci chart sequences. I'm looking at the 50%. Now 124.15, we hit 119.40. So look like we want to come up here and rally all the way back up to the upside. All we need just is a catalyst for this to continue to keep on moving back to the upside. So just looking at this list puts me in a space to start thinking outside the box. All right. So I still got other things that I want to pay close attention to. 417. This was the watch list last week. We had so many bangers on this list, ladies and gentlemen, it doesn't even make sense. I gave out cards and I explained to people, if you guys pay close attention, I gave this out for you guys to take full advantage of this. Just looking at the weekly time frame, it's just nothing but a monster move to the upside. I gave you guys this so you guys can focus on this, lock in. I want you guys to see this on the 6 hour time frame. We're going to go from the 6 hour time frame to the higher time frame. We had a 5 out of 5 bullish score. It pops up, it lets me know what strike price that I need to actually get into. This is the indicator that you guys can actually find on TradingView if you guys want to use my indicator. RSI is 82.6. Yes, we could have traded 0DT this one. Everything is squeezing. It's bullish, right? 15-minute VWAP, 90-minute time frame, 6 hour buyers, daily buyers, everything is bullish. But if you put it on a 3 month time frame, everything is pretty awesome as well. It looks like they want to come back to 2021 levels. So please, ladies and gentlemen, this can be a money grab. So if you guys are looking to take full advantage of this, just lock in, be patient, and be focused on this. We can go back to all-time high. All right. Other tickers that I gave out, ladies and gentlemen, please listen to me when I tell you guys. So I know that Kodak, y'all don't think that is popular, but if you guys are looking to make money, you have the resources to do so. You guys can trade option. We are a little bit below the VWAP on a 3 month, but on a monthly time frame, you guys can see that we're trading very what? Lightly. I want you guys to understand that these are the tickets that we can make money off of. We've been consolidating for a while, broke out of this resistance, and then we had a fire set up to the upside, 5 out of 5, right? So lets me know that, hey, it's an opportunity to trade. Drop a world emoji if you guys are still locked in. Drop a world emoji. All right. Now, some things on this list that I was looking at, and I think that it went over a lot of people's head. Like I told you guys, choice privilege, right? So choice hotels, right? On a monthly time frame, the choice hotel, we have a banging downtrend reversal, right? This is downtrend reversal right here. We pretty much became above here. We pretty much trying to knock out all these targets going to the upside. I still think that this is a quality company. Hotels always treat me well when I go to them, ladies and gentlemen. I just like the staff. I like the opportunity to be able to take full advantage of it. So this was just fire. This was an opportunity for us to actually exceed all expectations, right? Now, drop some charts to the chat, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna chart 2 or 3 more tickers. I'm gonna go to some rule flow and then I'm gonna wrap it up today, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna wrap it up today. Got pretty much a couple more minutes left with me. Now, when I'm looking at the market, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to look at the market for what it is. It's an opportunity, right? If you guys don't want to swing, don't swing. If you guys want to day trade, day trade. If you guys want to scalp, you can scalp. But I want you guys to understand this, pick your poison, right? Understand that this market is going to give and this market is going to take. It's up to you to realize that you have an opportunity to make money, right? And once you realize that you can make money in this market, I want you to consistently keep on rinsing and repeating what works. If it doesn't work anymore, ladies and gentlemen, only thing you have to do is go back to the drawing board, see what works and see what don't work, and continue to keep on building on that foundation. I don't care if you're in 5 groups, I don't care if you're in 6 groups, ladies and gentlemen, as long as you are progressing forward, that's the only thing that matters. Look in the mirror, tell yourself this is what you're doing it for. All right, so let's get to it. Now, VA. If you guys don't know, VA is one of my favorite companies in the world. I just like that when it comes to aerospace, Lockheed Martin, and things like that. I love them. I'm just looking at VA, just a lot of chop fest, right? I'm looking for VA to really come back to 2019 levels. I still think that is a quality company with approvals, selling airplanes and things like that. I think we'll eventually get that. So we got a 221, 3 out of 5 bullish score. We pretty much got a cooling on the squeeze, so that means the banks are less coming in, purchasing less. We did go ahead 230. Friday we did drop $7. That can explain why the squeeze actually cooled off. Monthly time frame, we got an inside candle, but pretty much looking off the monthly time frame, we did come from 187. We did go all the way up to 230. So that was pretty much a fabulous move. It was pretty much bullish across the board. All right. Weekly time frame, we look pretty stellar, coming off these lows, creating these lower highs. So we pretty much want to be able to create these higher highs. If we could look at something like this with trading time, we could say, hey, we're trading in a nice opportunity zone. And then you look to the left, we pretty much can go back to these levels. I think that we can get that to be some form of a catalyst. It can be earnings, it can be new deals, it can be anything that's attached to the American government, want to be able to buy more planes and things like that. Daily time frame, ladies and gentlemen, just keep your eyes locked and loaded on the 132 setup. So it's pretty much we looking phenomenal as we continue to keep on moving forward. All right. So one thing I want to do before I get off there, I do want to look at some BBDCs. I do want to look at some Bitcoin. So I explain to everybody, excuse me, digital currency is the future. Either you're gonna get along or you're not gonna get along. Either you're gonna take the ride or you're not gonna take the ride. But if you look at this, On a 6 month time frame, we did come all the way down here and hit $48.50. And I still think that we can go two up. I still think that we can go back to $99.12. But I still think overall it's gonna be a $500 company. So GBTC take full advantage of this grayscale while you can, because the opportunity is gonna be limited in the future because everything is gonna be token. Right, everything is gonna be token. So he's looking at GBT weekly time frame, we did go two up. Daily time frame, we did do a nice job. So future continuation is pretty awesome. We created a gap. So that was pretty fabulous right there. I will be looking into some gold. I want you guys to understand that gold nuggets is actually used they use in multiple things and we could take full advantage of. We found some support, 398, and then we completely accelerated from there. 5 month time frame on gold still looks awesome. I know we went up there and we hit 509. We did drop tremendously, but that's just part of the game when it comes to investment. Gold still is going to hold its own over time. You just got to take full advantage of it. Now, I do want to look at something, and I think a lot of people probably realize we know we got Pepsi, but I still think that Dr. Pepper is one of those companies I think over this. And we do got a hammer on the quarterly. I still think we've gone from support 2488. I still think we got a monster move that's going to be coming in a long period of time. I still think that this is a great company, pretty cheap, pays a great dividend. I still think that you guys should be taking full advantage of that as an investor. Dividends are 23 cents, so it's pretty awesome on each share. If you got 1,000 shares, 10,000 shares, a million shares, you make a lot of money. All right. As we move forward, one of my favorite companies is JOBY, Joby Air Aviation, pretty much the Uber of the air. Just looking at it on a 6 month time frame, I know it's been getting better. We went down here at 774, 561, if you do 2 week low. 12 month time frame, we're currently inside. I still think we got an opportunity when FAA proves everything. We can come from this downtrend and we can go to an uptrend reversal. I still think that we guys should be owning, and buying, and then buying some leaks. Just looking at it, I still think we're coming back up and knock $20 out of some change. And I still think we accelerate from there. If you just look at the past and history, it goes through these phases, right? But the future is here. The future is here, ladies and gentlemen. So please take full advantage of that. Now, one more CRM. All right, CRM, looking at CRM on a weekly time frame, we hit a low of 163, we did bounce up. Quarterly time frame, we do have a hammer. I'm just looking for CRM to start making some noise, to start barking. All right, so that might be the reaction from earnings. They can actually get us above 300. I still think that we can come out here and knock out 230 pretty easy. I still think we can come out here and knock out 275. We think we move back to 300. That's my target on those. And January contracts can get us there. But 200 this week for sure if everything turns bullish. So CRM is going to be one of those tickets that I have my eyes on this week moving forward. So you know, take advantage of that. All right, as promised, we'll look at some bullet flow and I'll wrap it up. All right. So looking at bullet flow, we got $6.85 billion in calls, 2.35 billion on puts. So you understand what's going on there. Everybody feeling a little bit more what? Bullish than they are pretty bearish, right? Now, one thing I like to do, I like to look at the whales. I just want to see what the whales are buying, right? And I want to see how the whales are participating in the market. So we still understand that the whales come in, they control the market, and they're gonna be buying block orders. They were just bullish from the bill. They was completely buying 10 million, 5 million, 3 million, 4 million dollars buying SPX, INTC. It was buying Microsoft. They was buying multiple things that a lot of people go, XSP, AAPL, which is Apple, Amazon. It just showing where the money was lying and it showed me the percentages and what things what they're doing as they move forward. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this concludes today's meeting. Hope you guys found it very informative to share with your family, friends, and loved ones. Let's continue to keep on building and growing, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, take it one day at a time. Don't stress yourself out. Let's continue to keep on optimizing the quality information that we give out. I know that it's hard for a lot of us. A lot of us work. I know it's hard for a lot of people to continue to keep on day trading, but it's okay to swing trade. It's okay to own some long term. Just continue to keep putting yourself in position to be successful because it's hard. What I mean about it's hard, I think a lot of people realize that I was going to be successful overnight. It doesn't always work like that, and I wish it did because I would like for everybody to continue to keep on being successful and being blessed. But it doesn't always work like that. It just takes time, right? The information is very delicate. A lot of people want to be able to get in and say, you know what, I want to be successful now. That might not be your path, right? Your path might take 1 or 2, 3 years, 4 years. Some people's path might take them 6 months. But it's up to you to be able to look at the information, dissect the information, and use what you can and keep it moving. So this is your coach out of Empowerment Assets. Continue to keep on building and growing. Make sure you guys hit the like button, turn on notifications, and subscribe on out. Peace.